Hey everyone, let me know if I'm too loud. I also don't know why you guys can't hear music. You should be able to. There we go. Oh, it's playing out the Discord order. Strange. Hello everyone! Very strange shenanigans. You guys should have been able to hear music that entire time, but you couldn't. Clearly, something's broken my OBS. How are we all doing? You okay? Jeez. Obviously, you guys all know we're going to be looking at the Marvel sets today. One of those things that I haven't really got around to yet. I've turned my chats onto super low latency, so whenever you guys type, I should be able to read straight away. You started too early. I haven't started yet, BFAB. Don't worry. I'm not gonna look at it until everybody's here. My start screen broke. Hey BFAB, you want to join me? BFAB, let me know if you want to join. I'll call you on Discord. Let's take a look where BFAB is. BFAB. BFAB, what's your picture? Jesus. Hey BFAB.
Join the call, please, work though.
It's okay, they can't hear you just yet. I need to try and fix something here.
Okay, sounds good.
How was your day, Tommy? It was good. It was good. Excited for these sets. Just the leg printing, I know, right? It really annoys me. Let me see if I can fix BFAB so we can hear him.
If not, it's okay. I'll go back to watching the telecast.
Okay, BFAB talk. Let's see if we can hear you. Oh, why can't we hear you? Was that the music then? Let me stop the music and see if we can figure out what's going on here. Should have done this before.
Yeah, I have a lot of free time.
Talk, BFAB?
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Okay, they should be able to hear you now.
Whoa.
Okay, we can hear BFAB. Nice. Oh, let me know if BFAB's too quiet, guys.
For some people, that might be a bad thing. They're like, oh no, BFAB's here. He's talking. He's alive.
BFAB, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm seeing.
Okay. Seems like a plan.
Okay. Oh, now that that's been fixed, let's change over to the desktop so you guys can see what I can see. Okay, we're going to be obviously talking about the Marvel sets. I've downloaded all the pictures that I could find of them, and obviously starting off with this one. What are your guys' opinions on the Marvel sets? And BFAB, what is your opinion on a set like this?
I think overall we have a very strong wave. I do appreciate that Lego's going back and making sets on films that either they didn't have the concept artwork when they first dropped the stuff, they gave us just random stuff, or they're just going back and making stuff off older films, which I think a lot of like Marvel fans like myself really do appreciate. So
yeah, I mean, me too. I really like the fact that we're getting some of these of these ships, like especially the Benatar here, that I think the one that came out a while ago was very, very lackluster, and I didn't even buy it because I thought it was crap. But like, this one is probably going to be a day one purchase for me.
Dang, see, you're looking at it from a different perspective from me. Maybe it's because I already have the set, but I'm like, okay, whatever. It's decent, so I picked it up back then. I think for like 50% off. I think that's why I picked it up. But I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not a massive. It's not a massive. It's not a massive difference between the last one. I don't think it's a bit. It's scaled up, obviously, but not like not massively. Let's catch up with some of the chat here. Lol, I'm building a Scout Trooper helmet right now. Nice. I really like that build. I'm so happy they went with the original Iron Man helmet. Me too. And we'll get into that when we get to that. I'm getting the Gauntlet. Again, we'll get to that when we get to it. The stream is very laggy. That might just be you, my man. My thing says it's fine. Also, it's amazing. Legs are quite bad. Builds are actually quite decent for most part. Nice. When the endgame sets came out, nowhere close to the movie. Yeah, I agree. The Thanos Fig looks like a knockoff. Okay, we'll get to that when we get to it. Hello, KB. How you doing? Also, hello to everybody else. Hi, Red 5. It's like a Star Wars UCS ship. I agree. I am really, really happy that they're doing like Marvel quote-unquote UCS ships. I mean, I know they're not classed as UCS, but like this was one of those ships that really deserved that treatment, and I'm glad that we finally got one.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate how it's more tiled off. Like, even though I don't think I'm going to get it, depends like how the minifigs look when we get a better look at them.
I'm curious to see what minifigures we get with this ship. Hi, Bright. Let me know if you want to join.
There's Mantis, Groot, Rocket Raccoon. I think those are the ones that.
Well, I think Star-Lord and Rocket are the only confirmed ones, and then I think everybody else is assuming that these other ones are going to be in it.
Yeah, fair.
Benatar looks smaller than the other one from 2018. No, it's bigger.
No, it's way bigger. I don't know how you got that.
No, Drax, not sure. We're still unknown on the figures. We only know that there's two figures because you can see him sitting in the cockpit. You can see Star-Lord and Rocket here, just chilling in the cockpit. So that's how we know, and you can kind of get a gauge for the size of the ship based on these figures as well. Because I think you could only get one figure in the original one.
Yeah, in the front part, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas this one here is much, much bigger. Which I mean, I'm gonna get this ship for the display purposes. Like, it's just a really nice ship to look like to display. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, 100%.
I think the Benatar will only have one minifig. Well, I can already tell you that it's going to have two at least. Sorry, Zane.
That would be bad. I think it's going for what, $70? I think is the.
Oh no, this one's like 150. But this one's this one's scheduled for August, I believe, from what I've heard.
Okay. I mean,
the
that would make
box
sense.
art for these feels overstuffed. I agree with you. I like.
You don't like the box art?
No, I'll explain why in a bit.
Okay.
I have my doubts, but this looks cool. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Well, I mean, this ship especially, we're starting off with one of the best ones, really, because I think I want to talk about this one the most. I'm very, very excited to put like LEDs in this. I think it's gonna be very cool.
Where are you gonna place the LEDs?
How old are you, Tommy? I am new. Hello, Orange Coffee. Well, I mean, if you're new, you know that big red subscribe button's there. Road to 10K. Just saying.
He's about to beat me, guys. It's so sad. I've done this for like 7 years. He's done this for less than a year, and it's like Tommy is killing it, guys. So
people saying hi to BFAB.
He'll totally cut me off. You know, like now I say hi to him, he takes like 5 days to respond. Now once he hits 10K, instant block.
Tommy, I loved your Hulkbuster video. Thank you very much. It took a long time to do and nobody watched it. So if you haven't seen the Hulkbuster video, go watch it.
When did that come out?
Exactly. The Benatar is beautiful, but I already have the old one, so I'm a pass. LED smoke machine display stand equals epic. Exactly what I plan to do. Okay, let's move on. This set. What are we thinking, BFAB?
Now, I can go on all day about this set. I really do like this set. So it's a $20 set in the States. The minifigs, especially Shuri, look amazing. Like, this is like Marvel got a higher budget. Lego's finally like, yo, Marvel, the sets sell well. Here's a higher budget. Because if you look at minifigs in the past, the Marvel set minifigs have been crap. Like, truly, they give you the most minimal detail on the sets where you can tell it's the character, but there's like nothing to it. Shuri is extremely detailed. Black Panther, for the variant that we got of him right now, really detailed on his torso. The Chitauri, don't really care about. The vehicle is quite accurate to the movies. It has the really like thin look to it that usually would make like a vehicle look really bad, but since it's a, supposed to imitate a dragonfly, it looks actually really good. I love how they use the little swords to kind of what are they called? Weapons on the bottom. Add some really nice detail. And this is the one time I don't mind stud shooters being in a set. So
I hate this set.
You hate?
Yes. I like the idea of this ship, but this ship shouldn't have been $20. And like, I know they have to have like a small thing. Okay, I'll tell you what. I would rather this set be slightly better and in the big sort of Avengers fight at the end, because that's where the box art's from. And then the $20 set should have been the Ant-Man van. That's what I would have done personally.
Really? Huh.
Well, this set looks good, but the problem I have with it is that I'm just going to get Shuri off of Bricklink, and then I'll pass on the set. There's not that
many. It's
many.
Gonna be worth it though. Like, you might as well get the full set, right? I mean, like, I don't know how you guys clearing. No? Okay. I mean, I feel like Shuri's gonna go for like $10 at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's gonna be £2 or £3 when the set comes out. I'll pick one up then, and then I will, I'll get Black Panther in the big Avengers set, so I don't need that, and I'll get a Chitauri in there as well. So
I mean, I feel like no one buys a set for Chitauri. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, but like the point is that this one exclusive minifigure, which is really, really nice looking. I'm not going to deny that is a very, very nice figure, but the problem I have with it is that because it's in such a cheap set, people are just going to bricklink it and not bother with the set. I like the play feature where it can actually like go into like weapons mode. Yeah. Which I don't remember if it actually did in the film, but I've
watched so many Marvel films and TV series, I forget a lot of stuff. Like I remember the vehicle. I feel like it looks pretty accurate, but
I mean, I like the it would be a cool like finisher set, but I would have preferred the $20 set to be the Ant-Man van.
Do you think someone would buy a $20 Ant-Man van though?
Oh, of course. The van looks. Yeah, of course. If the van, they literally could have just put it in its own box. I reckon, given us an Ant-Man figure, given us like Hank Pym, like actual like decent Hank Pym, like with the glasses, not like the Ant-Man version. So you get like two exclusive minifigures because it would be a different version of Ant-Man, and then get the little small Ant-Man, and then you're done. Nice $20 set.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. I mean, the thing is, I feel like every Ant-Man set, though, that they've released so far, for the most part, so you have the one with, like, the creatures or the bugs, and you have, like, Wasp. That was a $20 set. Goes for a lot more now. And then the one that they released off the second movie was also a $20 set. So, do we need another Ant-Man $20 set?
Well, it's the best way, in my opinion. Anyway, let's catch up with chat. $20 set for Ant-Man. Not really. Fair enough. Hello there. Hi, YD. More like 15. I don't know what you're on about there. Zero coming in with the good set and cool hair pieces, I suppose. Yeah, I won't deny that. If I'm honest, they should include a buildable big fig Ant-Man for the final battle. That would have been cool. It would have been like double the price though. If that was the case, that would have been double the price.
I'm just looking forward to the future for like Marvel sets, especially if they continue down this whole Infinity Saga thing.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, I think they will do it. I think they will do those big figs for Marvel, it makes sense that that's going to be coming. You know, I've designed one of my own, but like, it makes sense for it to be an official set.
I can confirm
thanks,
it looks
Batbricks.
really good. I thought.
I don't mind showing it off, but I'll have to actually find it in a minute. Lego is really stepping up. I completely agree. I'm really glad that we have these sets, even though I don't like some of them. I'm glad that we have more of them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
The orange ship looks cool. What's the point? What's the part count and price? I believe it's 130 quid, and the piece count is like 1,000 and something. I'm not 100% sure. That one's coming out in August.
That seems about right. I tend not to pay attention to that stuff unless I'm doing a video on it.
Well,
Where
yeah.
are my notes? I don't even know. I had notes.
I would say replace the Avengers compound with the Ant-Man and have like rubble for side builds. I see what you're doing there, but I honestly think that release date on it would probably be on all of these sets will be June 1st, and then on the Big Benatar it'll be August 1st, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, except in the States, we kind of got screwed, so we have to wait till August. So I feel like
Americans have to wait till August for everything.
We just got screwed. Like, luckily we got Harry Potter in June. Like, that is surprising.
Some sets you get in August. You don't get all the Harry Potter sets.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Other than the
Quidditch
the $30 set.
Quidditch pitch you don't get till August.
So, I'm happy with that. We don't have to wait till August anymore. Like, y'all had it lucky. I was about to say, do I go to the UK and, buy these sets? And I realized, I was broke, so there's, no point in doing it.
Anyway, let's move on. 4+ set. What do we think?
Best set ever. Day one buy.
I'm not sure if this Captain America is different to the one that we see in the end fight. I'm assuming it is, as it's based off of this is based off the second movie, right? And then it will be different.
I think it's based off of Age of Ultron.
Yeah, second
I believe.
Movie. Oh,
yeah.
Second Avengers movie, yeah. But I'm annoyed about Captain America, and I'll get to it in a bit when we look at the last set here. But I have some stuff to say. Overall, this set, not a bad set, but I won't be buying it because I'll be getting the other Captain America. Unless this is an exclusive Captain America, in which case I might get it, but like I say, not 100% sure. I'm going to move on from this one because I don't actually think we have a lot to say on it. I have noticed, though, black piece, red and white printing.
Is that
shield.
Black? Really?
Yeah, black piece. So it's the same piece as the R2-D2 eye. New black shield, but it's got the red and white printing. Red, white, and blue printing on the front, so I don't actually know how good that part's going to look real life. Just printing white on black.
Yeah, we've seen Lego make the same mistake before. And,
yeah, printing white on black is going to be a bit of a questionable one in my opinion. I think.
Didn't that happen with Mercy? Like, I bought the Overwatch set and it just looks so bad.
I don't know. I didn't buy the Overwatch ones. Okay.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Controversial topic. What do we think of this set?
I think they attempted to put a lot of details in a set that didn't really need it. I think by putting too much details, it looks a little odd.
I am slightly annoyed because I was really, really excited for this set. When I heard that we were getting a set like this, I was super, super happy that we were getting it. Hi Anna, how you doing? I'm doing good. 9 out of 10 on orange coffee though. I would say that I'm still going to buy this set. I really like this set. I really like the fact we're getting the Mark III, and I really like the pieces that we're going to get. Especially that head mold. I'm not sure what piece that head mold is done on though. Whether it's a new mold or a new I'm not sure if it's a new print is what I'm saying. New mold and new print, sorry.
I think it's a new mold. I don't recognize the mold. It looks very unique. I try to look and see, like, hey, where do I recognize this from? And I don't think that it's a reused mold. I believe it's brand new.
I am annoyed that they didn't make this set one of the £15 mechs. I mean, I know that
Oh
we were
my
getting...
god, that is so true. They totally could have done that. It would have looked fine.
Yeah, it would have been the correct size, roughly. And if they had given us a new head mold for those £15 sets, it would have been like almost the perfect scale. And I'm annoyed that they didn't do that. I'm annoyed that they didn't make it the £15 mech and give us more side builds.
Dang, no, you're totally right. I never thought of it from that.
And I'm going to be mentioning that in the video because I'm still going to buy this set because I want to build a mock of the Ironmonger, and I still want the Iron Man 3 figure, and I want Obadiah and Pepper.
Obadiah looks so freaking good. Like, they nailed the face.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting two of him. I'm going to be getting one of him on Bricklink because I want to make the Tron Jeff Bridges guy. So.
Okay, awesome.
So, I mean, I think that's a glow-in-the-dark chess piece as well. Don't quote me on that.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
Looks to me like it could be glow in the dark. It's the same effect on the box art as the he looks too thin. You're completely correct. He looks way too thin. And he's also way too big.
Basically how I feel.
And you want to know the one thing that I noticed on this set, which really annoys me, is that I don't think we're going to have knee joints because of this piece here. Which means his leg is permanently...
the A piece, or whatever they call, right?
Which means his leg is permanently bent. I get that his leg is going to be, like, bent anyway, because, you know, the leg's going to be bent because, you know, they need to make him look shorter, because he's actually even taller. His legs are just bent.
That was such a stupid use of the piece. Like, I didn't even realize that until you pointed it out, but that restricts it from bending. That was such a bad idea.
Yes, Jordan, I'm 100% going to do that. I'm going to do a review of the set, and then I'm going to mod the set to try and make it as accurate as I can. I'm going to try and use all the same pieces as well, because this is abysmal in my eyes. I'm thoroughly disappointed.
That they tried to put a lot of details. Most of the mechs, I feel like, especially smaller ones, aren't this detailed, but like you said, like the A pieces, that restricts the bend, right? Like, that's kind of crazy that they did
this one's also £10 more expensive than the Hulkbusters we've seen in the past. This is a £40 set. Or $40 set. Sorry.
Ouch.
Like, I just think that this set wasn't the set that we needed a bigger mech in. I get that it's a big mech, but, like, it annoys me that all of these, like, and the box art actually looks quite nice on this one as well. I don't think it looks too busy. It definitely looks...
box art. I feel like it draws me in, but I feel like that's with everything. I know you said you don't like it, but you're going to talk more about that towards the end. So.
The head is an armor shoulder plate. Ooh,
is it really?
That's what they're saying. That's what we're getting in the comments section here. Let's see what people are saying about this set in the chat. It's way too tall. They make way too many mechs. Orange Coffee agrees. Kettle Chips also says the only one I'm probably going to get is the Benatar, to be honest. Fair enough. Sully says it's oversized. Anna says it's way too oversized. So it seems that everybody has this same sort of opinion of it being oversized, which, again, making it a £15 mech would probably, or even a £20 mech, if it was a £20 mech that just had more pieces than a standard mech and 3 figures instead of 1, that would have been a that would have been a way better. Zero, as far as I'm aware, it's £35. $40.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna still pick it up. I know, like, you guys do bring up really good points.
I'm still gonna pick it up because I want the figures, and I'm gonna try and mod the set the best I can. But they shouldn't have used these big ratchet joints. They should have used the small mixel joints. And I like the fact that they tried to do all of these pipes in the back and everything like that. But those restricted knee joints really annoy me. I especially love the fact that they actually include these, like, big arc reactor pieces now, the, like, shock effect pieces, which I love. I love all of them, and I need more, so... more like Iron Giant than Ironmonger. To be fair,
I think in general, you're mostly just buying this set for the minifigs. Like, you know,
I think a lot of people are. I think a lot of people are buying this for that Mark III. It just annoys me that LEGO could have done something which would be a way better decision and a better decision for fans. And they buggered it as normal. You know. If they give Obadiah Stane a Mac, then why not give Iron Man a Mac just out there? I'm guessing you mean mech. At the same time, because it's ridiculous how many mechs are out there. I'm guessing you mean mech for all of that. It's built for kids, so I don't think their scale matters too much, says Zero. I agree with you, Zero. It's just annoying that they could have done a smaller mech and filled the set full of, like... You know, in the film, there is a scene where Ironmonger picks up a car and throws it at Iron Man. Wouldn't it not have been better in a £35 set to get a £15 style mech, which is the Ironmonger? We get a little side build of a car, the same crate that's in the set at the moment, and then the Iron Man figures and Pepper. That, in my mind, would have been the perfect £35 set for this concept of the Ironmonger.
So you basically, you know what they should have done? So you're saying that maybe make the Dragonflyer the $40 set, and this the $20 one?
Oh yeah, that could have been that's a good idea as well. That way you're using the extra piece count for the Dragonfly instead of this one. That could have worked too.
Yeah.
Especially because, yeah, you're right, that Dragonfly comes with 3 figures, and I've also got this picture of it here as well. Which this looks nice. I like this. This just looks this image of it here just looks terrible.
Yeah, no, true. It's all about the angle.
I understand what Zero's saying about it being like oversized and it's made for kids, and I understand that, but like it's just a bit silly.
I think kids that see mechs and they freak out. I think that in general you can sell a mech to any kid, basically.
And especially because they already make the £15 style mechs, I don't think it's it is a valid argument, but at the same time it's an invalid argument because they already make the smaller mechs. You know, there's nothing
just
stopping
right
them
next
make
to the smaller one. Kids will be confused.
Well, like I say, in this set, all it needed was if they wanted to, all they needed was to make the mech a £15 style mech, include a little car side build, and you're basically done. It would suck as a display set. Yeah, I agree.
You don't display it, you throw it in your parts bin.
That's what I'm doing with this set, unfortunately. I'm going to build it. Hopefully it looks better in real life and I've posed it the way I want to pose it. And if not, then I'm just going to tear it down, try and rebuild something, and try and rebuild it into the way that I think that I... try and build it a lot more accurate and then make a video on it. But I'm probably going to add some extra pieces because I don't like these big ratcheting joints. I think it needs those small mixel joints.
It could be your next 100,000 view video, you know?
Probably, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll try and make it that then. This would suck as a display set. We already read that one. The smaller mech style wouldn't work very well because they're too skinny and you'd lose the detail. I think you could redesign it to... I honestly think you could redesign it to make it a bit fatter. That's all you'd need to do. Then give us a dedicated head mold for that sort of size mech. Which is, you know, they're already doing... I want to say this is a new mold. We're not 100% sure. It might just be a shoulder pad, but... You know, we'll go from there. The head looks like a shoulder piece from the Hulkbuster. Looks like a small piece, not a new mold. I agree, yeah, could be that shoulder piece. We're still not sure until we have the set, I guess. I'm buying this set for the Mark III.
I think based on the lighting, it's really hard to tell if it's a new piece, you know?
Yeah,
lighting.
I can definitely see what people are saying with that being a new with the shoulder piece, but I also could, you know, we don't know what the underside looks like. It could be a new way of attaching it. Okay, moving on from the really controversial Ironmonger set. Gauntlet, what do we think? BFAB, what do you think about the Gauntlet?
So I have stuff in my face. Heck yeah, I love it.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know if you've ever seen like customs of the Infinity Gauntlet. They usually look like crap. I love it. I feel like Lego killed it.
Yeah, I quite like this set. I was on the fence when I saw it in small pictures, but then when I saw it, that you can actually like pose all the fingers, and and make it the same way that make it move like a hand. And I like the way the gems aren't made to perfection as well. Like they've got some studs missing. Some of them have like cheese slips on it. Some of them don't. The ring is nice, and we get they're all trans clear pieces, and the whole thing's made of pearl gold pieces as well. Is it pearl gold or is it metallic gold? I think it's metallic gold. Isn't it?
I think it looks pearl to me. It looks like there's pearl and then beige pieces or whatever mixed into it.
Okay, they're either pearl or metallic. I'm not sure yet. Let's see what the chat's saying about it. I mean, pretty good. Not thick enough, says Joe.
How do you make that thicker?
Orange Coffee says 10 out of 10. I think that might just be the box art, I think the fingers look a bit long. If you have the fingers clenched up, I think it would look way better. In terms of thickness. I think the fingers just look a bit too long.
I'm actually surprised how it turned out. I mean, we saw sets like the Iron Man helmet where Lego tries to make something like a one-off thing. That was a crap set. And then the designer's like, yo, we tried to combine 3 different helmets together. I'm like, what were you thinking? So I'm glad this one turned out nice, for like the 18+ collectible sets. I know a lot of 8-balls are really going to like this set. And then even in general, I feel like it appeals to everyone.
The flipping accountant has just asked a good question, which is, does this mean that they're going to make an Iron Man Gauntlet 2? And I think that could be a really good, a really cool set as well, like the Iron Man version of the Infinity Gauntlet. That
would be cool.
Or even just an Iron Man hand, I think would be pretty cool. Or even like going on the sort of Iron Man and different sort of styled helmet builds. You could have the proof that Tony Stark has a arc reactor build, which I think would be really cool, especially if it was printed. Had like printed pieces for the lettering. We could get that, which would be pretty cool. This was inevitable. Nice. Absolutely stunning. The gauntlet does not look bulky enough to fit a Thanos hand. Maybe. I see what you're saying there.
How do you make it bulkier, though, without making it unattractive? I feel like it's a display item, right? I mean, are you going to run around, put it on your hand, and be like, yo, I'm Thanos?
I think the main issue is that these fingers look a bit long on the box art. Like I say, I think if you curl the fingers up, which they're designed to do, you can move the fingers and put it in the snapping position. I think that makes it look way better. I should have had a picture. I don't have one here.
Yeah, I agree. The box art made it look 10 times better on the back. So
yeah, that's also another point. Orange Coffee has just made. This would make a great detail set. I think for $70, it's not too bad at all. And this is going to make a great part out set for all those bricklinkers as well. Loads of metallic or pearl gold pieces, depending on what they are. That's a really cool, like, gold Nexonite shields. There's them everywhere. These arch pieces, all in gold. And then that's not to mention all the beige pieces and all the Technic frame on the inside, I'm sure. This is going to be a good set.
I feel like also in 5 years when when I say 5 years, in 2 years once the set retires, this one's going to shoot up in value a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
And you could tell that Lego is following the knockoff companies. I'm pretty sure the knockoff companies had a glove before that they were selling. I think Lego's like, well, that's selling well, or here, let's make the same thing. I feel like Lego is stealing a lot from the companies that are stealing from them,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's always a possibility. I mean, it's that, or I think it's a fairly obvious assumption to make in this sort of helmet style instead of trying to make something else,
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they did this, and I feel like this looks good. I mean, I feel like the Iron Man helmet, Carnage, Venom, I can't say I like those. I feel like it's really hard to get
the Venom.
shape, so.
The Venom looks good in my eyes. And obviously the Carnage is just a new, different recolor to Venom,
I think, though, it's hard to get somebody's head perfectly. Like, if you're building a helmet,
yeah,
they could have made the
know
Iron Man helmet perfect set, They failed on that because the designers, not thinking.
Yeah, I agree. The helmets are one of those. It actually works better if you're building a helmet. I know what you're saying. Whereas if you're building like an organic thing like Venom, it doesn't look as nice. But even the Iron Man helmet looked crap. But let's move on to this set, because I got a lot to talk about with it. BFAB, I want to know your thoughts before I give my thoughts. And chat, let me know what you think about this set as well.
Okay, so I like the set. It's nothing amazing. I already have the original compound. I've not built it yet. The van, the reference from Ant-Man, I think is really cool. Thanos looks like one of those people where like they're always like wearing a cap and they like reveal their hair. They like lift up the cap. You think there's hair and there's nothing there. That's basically Thanos for you. Scarlet Witch, I feel like doesn't look like Scarlet Witch. I think overall the minifigs are all right. But overall this is a set I think I might pass on unless I can get it on clearance. But I already have the other compound, which looks very similar, though I feel like this one's a little wider. So yeah.
Right, okay, so the chat is saying, from initial thoughts here, chat saying Orange Coffee says 7 out of 10. He says he hates the Thanos. Where's Thanos' chin, says Jakey. People are saying hi to BFAB. We got lots of messages coming in now. Lots of people writing big messages. A new Big Fig Thanos looks stolen, like a stolen copy cap from Lego companies.
Yeah, no, it totally does. Like if you look up the knockoffs, like it totally looks like one of them. I think Lego knows they sell. Like if you look on eBay and you look up a Thanos knockoff, those sell like crazy. So I think Lego's like, I guess we might as well roll with what they want, but it looks so odd. Like I think the only benefit of this new Thanos is that the head can turn around.
Yeah, I agree. VA says, once again, I love the minifigures, but the builds are bad except for the van. Honestly, $70, this is a great value. Much better than $100. I think it's £80.
I feel like it's 90.
I think it's £80, so that would be equivalent to sort of $90, $100. Much better than $100 for the previous compound. I felt like lacking in some aspects. I think this is a $100 set, dude.
Yeah, 90
sorry to
or
say
100.
that.
I'm gonna pull up the other one. I have it sealed right in front of me.
Somebody in the UK bought it for £80, and obviously if we're doing normal conversion rates, it might be a shit conversion rate, but if we're doing normal conversion rates, it'll probably be $90 to $100. Yeah, it looks like a knockoff, says Red 5. Decent set, but not too much of an improvement on the one they released 2 years ago. I missed the one from 2 years ago.
No, I'm looking at them and I'm comparing them right now. Literally, here's what they did. They took the main building and they just extended it and they took away like the garage part. That's all they did.
Let's pull up an image. Hold on. 2018 Avengers
almost exact
compound Lego.
Yeah, I pulled the set down from my shelf. I'm like,
Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Trying to find a picture of the old one. Yes, you can, Zero. Just give me a minute.
Okay, now to put this back on the shelf.
Okay, here we go. Let me pull up a picture of the original compound for you guys in the chat as well. So, there's the original, there's the new one.
Okay, I feel like I just joined another call.
You did. Okay, let's discuss then, boys. What we thinking in terms of which one's better, which one's not. I'm pretty sure I pulled up the right set here.
Are they meant to be an equivalent?
Well, I mean, this one's the one from the one on the right here is the one from 2018, and then the one on the left is the new one for the 2021 wave. They both cost around the same, $100. So let's see. What do we guys think?
I like the Thanos better, to be honest.
What, the new one or the old one?
Yeah, I like the new one.
Yeah, so do I.
Think it's a bit more accurate.
Well, yeah, I think that's what everybody complained about with this set. I really enjoy the here we go. Here's another image. Like I really enjoyed the Thanos and the Ant-Man car. Like I really think it's better than some of this like other crap, like the helicopter and this buggy thing at the bottom here. I just don't think that. I think this is a much better representation, but obviously that's what Lego were going for in this instance.
Box art is pretty fresh there, you got to admit.
Yeah. I got well, compared to the bright colours that Avengers boxes had before, I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. But like I say, I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see what the chat's saying. New one looks way better, even though even though still kind of bad in my opinion. Okay. For some reason, I feel like the set will be good to invest in. I'm getting 2 of them, one to open, one to keep.
I could see that.
That one's from Jordan. AA7 says it got rid of the filler and replaced it with better minifigs. Probably will buy this one on sale. I mean, I wouldn't say they got rid of all the filler. They got this weird gun thing. But I will say that the other side of the filler is way better with this van. It's a 6-wide van, which means in my eyes it's perfect minifig scale. Not only that, it has the Quantum Realm device in the middle. Yes, I think it's a sticker, but we can always change that. Looks like the rest of the van has stuff to, like, room to move around in. So I'm sure us mock builders and modificationers can
a nice van.
Can make something relatively cool out of that. I think Lego just opted for the cheaper option and putting a sticker because it looks the best. But I reckon we can change that.
It gives the illusion it gives you the illusion that you're supposed to kind of want. So
yeah, exactly. And I think that's what Lego was going for. In terms of like the actual compound, I'm not too bothered. I'll probably just use it as part filler, to be honest. Let's get rid of this one now. I like the fact that they've tried to include the holograms from the film with the other minifigures on. I think that's Rocket, and I think that might be Captain Marvel. I'm not sure. Not sure who that's meant to be.
No, I think you're right because of the hairstyle.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. That's what I was thinking. I also like
the
fact that
new Captain Marvel that got leaked with the new hairstyle?
No, I'll have to have a look at that.
I don't know if that was fake or legit. I don't know if it and it looks like that hairstyle. So I don't know if it was fake or real or whatever, but yeah.
It looks like a really good way of getting some really iconic minifigures.
I love that we're getting a Nano figure Ant-Man. We haven't got an Ant-Man like him since Civil War. I didn't know that.
He's on the top of the van?
Yeah, he's on the top of the van.
That's awesome.
I tell you what, though, I wish that we got an Ant-Man figure as well. Because we are still yet to have a fully accurate Ant-Man. So in Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp, we got the inaccurate helmet for both of those waves. And then in the Infinity War sets from 2 years ago, or 3 years ago at this point now, they gave him the right helmet, but obviously didn't give him the clothes. Because they all had the white jumpsuits. And I would have really loved if they had given us the correct, the like Ant-Man Civil War clothing with the 2018 helmet, because that's just then we would have a really accurate Ant-Man.
I don't know if you picked up on this, but if you look at Iron Man, has he got like some hand? He's got the gauntlet on.
Yeah, so that's awesome. You got the Nano Gauntlet there. You can also see on the blueprints that it has the Nano Gauntlet on, which I think is a really nice touch.
Yeah.
It's such a lazy move, but it works. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know what they're trying to represent, but it's such a what is that? Like one of the Chima animal pieces or whatever?
Yeah.
Like the little claw.
Yeah, I also think it would have been really nice if we had printing on the top to show the stones, which I don't think we have. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it.
Which is annoying. I like the fact that we're getting a hairpiece for Captain America, which I think is, we also get the helmet, so we get both. We also get Stormbreaker and the hammer as well. So such
good minifigs.
The only thing that I'm slightly confused about is the fact that the Mark 85 looks, and I think it's the Mark 85. The Mark 85 looks no different, and Iron Man is the only one with leg printing apart from the Chitauri, which it seems very strange to me that they prioritize the leg printing on the Chitauri rather than any other fucking Avenger.
I mean, what other minifig would need it though? Like,
well, I mean,
you get away with it for other minifigs. I feel like you can.
This is what I was saying about like something I wanted to bring up earlier, like when we were looking at the Captain America set. The Captain America set doesn't need leg printing. He just doesn't. What he needs is the dual molded leg printing that they already make and they put in the minifig things in Lego stores with the dark blue tops and the brown bottoms to represent his boots.
Yeah,
I've seen people do it countless times and it looks amazing, and Lego are still yet to do it. I also would have liked a helmet to go on top of Thanos' head, clearly because they have a stud there. So why is there a stud there? I know it's probably just to make the figure look cool, but Thanos does come back from the past and he takes off his helmet in the scene, so it would have been nice to get a helmet with this Thanos, especially because they've given that as an option. And Scarlet Witch...
That would have been a new mold though, right? Wouldn't they have to make a new mold?
So's the head. Head's a new mold.
Yeah, but I feel like you look at like the torso and the head and everything, they're gonna reuse this in the future, right? Like
100%.
Making a helmet for a minifig that, I mean, I don't know when we're gonna get our next Thanos after this. I mean, we'll eventually get another one, but is making a helmet worth it just for the set?
I think it would have been. I think it would have been nice for the fans, especially because they're paying like we were speculating like $80 to $100.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just slightly catch up in chat.
I agree with what you said, BFAB, because you said they didn't need to, and I agree. But just because they don't need to doesn't mean they shouldn't. Like,
yeah, but
it would be just such a nice little bonus.
I'm just shocked with how good these minifigs are in general. Like the detail. I mean, if you started collecting Lego Marvel when I did back in 2012,
100%. I know what you're saying.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Like the details were piss poor. It's like I was saying earlier in the stream, it's like they took the most minimal details out of every minifig and they gave you minimal details. And like Thor even had I remember he had like blonde yellow hair. He looked like Goldilocks. Like, this is an accurate Thor. I am so impressed with Thor. I'm so impressed with all the minifigs. I don't like Scarlet Witch's face. I feel like she looks very masculine, but I think in general it's a decent minifig.
I agree with you and I disagree with you. Obviously, I think that back to what I was kind of saying, Black Panther should have had printed legs, 100%. No one will change my mind on that.
But well, I mean, black legs compared to having a little printing on his legs. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of detail on his legs in general, though.
He doesn't have a lot of detail, but he has, I would say, the same amount as Iron Man, maybe a bit less. It would just be silver.
I mean, let's look at a Black Panther.
Go and look at the suit. Like, I understand why Lego haven't done it, but at the same time, would have been nice. And also, where is the skirt piece for Scarlet Witch? We had one in Civil War. We've had it in multiple Harry Potter sets with Flitwick. Give us the red skirt piece, please.
He had to hook up and had to take off the skirt. Okay.
Or at least give us printing on the legs to show the skirt piece.
Well,
will the new Iron Man have a new helmet or old helmet? It's the old helmet with the flip up.
Captain America's boots go up quite high, so it would have been nice to get a little bit of a representation of the boots, literally just by doing a dual molded leg print.
That's
what
I was saying.
That would have just been, that's all you needed. And it's not about what you do; it's about what you can do. And they could have maybe gone a little bit more. And the printing on the legs, it takes extra couple of minutes per minifig, if that. It puts the quality up so much higher. It helps justify the price to a lot of high-end collectors and so on. So it would have just been a good thing for them to do.
Well, I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys. I know BFAB does, but I don't know if Zero, and obviously the audience. I don't know if you guys have seen the airport set. Now that set is known in the sort of Marvel community for being one of the best sets for like minifigures, as they have some of the best prints and, like I say, and this is kind of in response to Bright. I am looking at the chat, guys, so keep sending your messages, even though I'm not directly reading every message. Bright, she does wear pants, and she wears it all the time, but her jacket goes quite low. In the Civil War sets, Scarlet Witch has this extra piece. It's just a fabric piece that like kind of drapes over the back. And
that's nice.
It was such a nice inclusion. And that minifigure goes for upwards of £30 now on Bricklink because it is the best Scarlet Witch figure. And it's annoying that they re-release a really nice set that's basically here's a shitload of minifigures and they don't include that. You know?
Pretty iconic minifigures as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I like my theory. So why she doesn't have a skirt? So
which is? What's the theory?
Oh, you didn't hear what I said earlier?
No, go for it.
She had a hookup and she forgot to put back on her skirt.
Oh, that. I thought he was being serious.
No.
I would have remembered a serious answer. The Chitauri figure should have been either Spider-Man or Pepper. Iron Spider. That's totally a good point. Where is Iron Spider in this set? The only other set that we've had him in is the Secret Santorum, which was a massive set. Why is Iron Spider not in this set? I get that you had to have an enemy.
That's a set that I want them to redo.
I hope this is the obviously I have a feeling that this is the first wave of hopefully many. I don't see why they would do the whole Infinity Saga box art and revamp all of the boxes if they were only going to do one wave. So I'm hoping that we get an expansion to this set where it includes some of the other people, like Mantis, some Guardians, probably the rest of the Guardians we're not going to get in the Benatar, Doctor Strange.
So I think it's rumored that Mantis is appearing in the Benatar.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, like Drax, if he's not in there, Doctor Strange, Iron Spider.
Isn't it weird I don't want them to re-release him because I love having a $60 minifig? Please don't re-release them.
Well, it would be a different variant, you know? It wouldn't be the same. Or it would probably be updated
like even
prints.
when they release different variants, it tanks the original one, even if it's by a little. You know, like when somebody told me that it was worth like $60, I looked it up and I'm like, that's crazy.
I mean, maybe...
I think the set retailed for $80 back in the day.
I mean, maybe they are going to do that thing that they were saying in the chat. Maybe Giant Ant-Man is on the way and he'll come with some figures, you know? If they release an £120 set, £60 of it being a Giant Man figure, and then a £60 just being, like, set filler, I would buy that, and minifigs, you know?
Yeah, there might be some later sets on in the year.
I was about to say, I think there's 2 more sets based off the... Infinity Saga. I think we either got set numbers or brief descriptions. I don't remember, but I still believe there's 2 more sets.
I would love to see another Doctor Strange and another Iron Spider. Those are the 2 figures that I would be very much like. I would appreciate to come out of the Infinity Saga wave. Let's just catch up with chat because I haven't read it in a bloody while. Let's just going to randomly scroll up. Anna had to go. Bye, Anna, if you're still here. Scarlet Witch really would have benefited from the skirt piece. Completely agree. Orange Coffee saying, I bet we could get to 10k by August. I'm hoping to get to 10k before August.
Tommy has high goals. He just, he's killing it. So
the original goal was end of April, so now the goal is end of May. So hopefully, sharing the channel around, guys, we'll do that.
Hopefully for him, not for me, guys.
You're not that far off.
No, we're at 9,783 live sub count. We could get another Thanos minifigure where he's wearing the helmet in the calendar. Maybe, I don't know. I think
the calendar. Isn't the calendar like ugly Spider-Man and ugly Iron Man or something?
No, it's ugly Iron Man, and then the Spider-Man is actually a decent Spider-Man with the college jacket. Only reason I'm getting the calendar. Yeah. I love the sound of that figure. I'm really excited for it. Feel like that Iron Man has a new body print. I don't think he does. I think that's the same Iron Man we saw in the previous set.
Shield's pretty cool though.
Shield is pretty cool. Yeah, Shield is new.
Is it printed or actually is it prints or stickers?
I think it's stickers.
I feel like they're stickers. I feel like
I wouldn't imagine
they're 2 separate pieces. Well, technically 3, but they have the little bottom part. I forgot what we call that piece, and then they have 2 pieces on top of that. So there's clearly, if they printed
there's a shield piece and there's 2 slopes. I reckon on the slopes it's probably stickers.
Yeah, if they printed those, that's like Marvel at next level. So
yeah, I agree. He'll definitely hit 10k before August, says ETL. Productions. Thank you
Don't
very much.
encourage him, guys. You want Tommy to vanish for like 6 years and then come back, you know?
Will the Iron Man have a new or old helmet? We've answered that one. It's the new helmet.
Does it have the hinging mechanism?
Yes,
though?
as far as I'm aware, it does.
So I thought someone said that was going to get replaced.
Well, I mean,
And
maybe
they were
it does.
moving to
There's no pictures of it opening, but I believe on the Mark III there are already reviews of the figures out, and I believe he has the opening faceplate.
Yeah,
So it would be.
I already know it. It's definitely got the hinging faceplate,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad they kept it because as much as I liked the other ones that they're doing, they were pretty cool and unique. It's a
Yeah.
custom head mold.
I have a part 2 to my
opening
video.
Iron Man helmet was what sold it for me. That's why I got the one set.
Yeah, I have a part 2 coming out on my video because I have a lot of people trying to defend the newer helmet style, and I want to shut them down because.
Oh no, Tommy, you
it
get
still
into
doesn't.
drama again, man.
It still doesn't sit well with me, the new headpiece, and I understand the arguments for it, but unfortunately it's one of those cases of people need to get their facts straight if they're going to try and argue the fact.
I mean, when you've just got such a nice helmet that opens and closes, you've got to admit,
You don't
why
need a
would
new
you
one.
change it?
Exactly. And like the thing that annoys me is the ones from the games, which everybody is arguing like that's the reason they changed it. They're from the games and everything like that. They look exactly the same as the MCU ones. So like, what's the point? Like you could have given us the same Iron Man helmet, and we could have expanded our Iron Man collection and put them in the same sets. But anyway, that's for another time. I hope we get more Lego Infinity Saga sets for more unseen Lego MCU characters like Ronin, Ninja Hawkeye. I agree. I think a new hair mold would be great for that figure as well. I would also love to see some stuff based on like Thor Ragnarok, where we get like Smart Hulk and stuff like that, with hopefully this new Big Fig. Oh, of course, that's why they're doing the stud on the Big Fig. Hulk hair.
I think in general, though, this is like foreshadowing. I feel like every year around the summer time we're to get a wave of Infinity Saga sets. There's no way this is just a one and done thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I hope so. I reckon that would be really good.
Marvel's selling pretty well at the moment. Kids like it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I also think it's like one of those things that could be marketed towards kids and adults, like Harry Potter.
Oh
like,
yeah, 100%,
very well.
100%, yeah.
I think it's going to be, like I say, I'd like to see some more Ragnarok sets and get like characters like Loki, Hulk in the with maybe replaceable hair, like he can have the helmet in one and the hair in another, maybe. Depends if they're going to do these big figs as like a new standard thing, which I'd love to see. I'd also love to see newer figures. I know we're getting some in the CMF that's rumored to come out later on this year, of like the Captain America and like the Falcon and Winter Soldier sets, and obviously WandaVision sets. I still stand by having one small 20-pound black and white WandaVision set would be fucking awesome, in the same style as the Steamboat Willie, where it's all like monochrome pieces.
Well, we've already seen a pretty nice concept of that in
exactly.
Discord server that someone did.
Yeah,
shout out to Empire.
I know, and I think he made that because I said it in a live stream one time, and
I mean, it's just nice to see it.
It's incredible.
Rendered
I love
there
it.
in front of you, because it kind of proves the concept works. Because it's all right saying these things, but then when you see it in front of you, like, oh yeah, that actually would be pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%, and it's good. BFAB is never serious, and if you believe he is, you're not being serious.
I think it's like a 50-50, guys. There's a time and a place for everything, but yeah.
New Iron Man helmet is okay, but MCU is 100 times better. Completely agree. Black Widow, no Black Widow. Let's get a Soul Stone scene made out of Lego, which is just a big tower and Black Widow at the bottom of it, just in pieces.
I just thought of an idea. If you're on about for the little Iron Man gauntlet thing that he comes with, and you said it doesn't come with the stones. If you were really careful, you got some nail varnish, you could just leave a little dot on each hand in the right color, and I reckon that.
You could. I mean, I mean, you could use that point with anything.
I agree. I think it's going to be one of those modifications which I do on a separate piece that I buy, not the piece from the set, because it's then nice to have like two pieces. Like you could, if you for instance wanted to resell it in the future, you wouldn't have to wipe paint off a piece. You can just include the one.
Well, that's what I said nail varnish, because if you just got a little bit of nail varnish remover, you could just carefully remove it, and it probably wouldn't even take the or attack the plastic.
Nail polish remover does attack the plastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you only put a little bit, because if you're only having to like just
you might be able to water it down. I guess.
Yeah. Or you could just rub it off
be
like the rubber.
Badly too dark to be made as a set, which sucks. I would really love to get Ghost Red Skull as a minifig. That would be cool. Even though I think they'd probably just use the Dementor pieces, like the same cape, maybe the same torso. Just put a Red Skull head and a hood.
I mean, that version of Red Skull is like the most hideous thing I've ever seen, and I've seen myself. So it's just like, I'd love to see how that turns out. So,
somebody else saying that the Thanos Fig looks like a knockoff.
I think that's a argument that we all agree on.
I think it does, but then again, I'm not opposed to it. Like, I
hate it.
Yeah,
I think I like the fact that it is a knockoff. Well, it looks like a knockoff, but at the same time, I love the fig. It looks awesome. I don't understand why his sword isn't gold, which kind of annoys me.
Oh, why have they done that?
It's all done in the flat silver, but it would have been nice to have these like cone pieces as pearl gold.
Yeah. The irony is as well, I'm pretty sure those blade pieces come in gold, because I swear they've been in some Ninjago set.
Well, I mean, I know why they haven't done it, because it's meant to be a sword, but like it would have been nice to see the accent pieces kind of be gold to kind of show that they know that the sword is gold. But that van, the van is my favorite part of the whole set. I think it's such a nice looking van.
I'm probably going to get this set just to keep the van and the figs, and then I'll just
I'm doing the same.
Part out literally all of the rest of it and stick it on Brooklyn.
And then I'm going to build my my big Ant-Man, which I'm going to load up, guys. There you go. You guys should be seeing.
It's Nano sword gold. Let's have a look. No, Tommy's right. It's the accent pieces. The actual blade. The blade itself's like got a bit of a gold tint to it.
Desktop.
But yeah, he's right. It wouldn't make sense to have it in gold, actually.
So this is my Ant-Man, guys, for those who haven't Giant Man, for those who haven't seen it. This is what I would love, and you can see the minifigure there for reference as well. I spent a good couple of days building this. This is obviously a rendered build, hasn't been built hasn't been built in real life, but it would work in real life. And this is what I would imagine a Giant Man to be. These are actually bigger than the big figs coming out from Lego as well.
Instructions when, Tommy?
When I can get around to it. I want to test it first. I want to make sure that it's fully buildable. But it's like 2,000 something pieces. So it's a big build. It would be its own full-on set. It wouldn't be... anything. I would love to build it.
It's standalone set. It wouldn't come with anything. Yeah, which is fine. I think most people would be alright with that.
But I think having something like this in a set like this would be awesome. Even if it was at the same height that the Harry Potter figures are at. Can the mask flip up? No, it can't. But you can replace the head with a flip up version. But I don't know why you would do that. Because he never opens the faceplate in big mode. Apart from when he's like medium mode. Because he does it in the school. But when he's like full on big giant man, this is actually the Civil War suit. I don't know if you guys noticed. There is a difference between the Civil War suit and the Infinity War suit, which is he would have these parts would be red. These two slope pieces would be red. This is the Civil War version. But yeah, I would love to see this kind of a build in this kind of a set, and I hope we get more sets. BFAB, you got any extra words or?
No, I mean I 100% agree, and also I think once you release those Ant-Man instructions, I think people are gonna be flocking to buy that. So.
Well, yeah, hopefully, but it's going to be, like I say, a long way off at the moment. Let's see what the chat is saying. Love the part usage. What?
Have you not got one more set to cover?
Don't think so. I think we covered them all.
Have you talked about the orange ship yet?
Yeah, we talked about that one first.
Oh,
I
must
mean,
have missed about that.
you weren't here, so we can re-talk about it if you want.
It looks so nice. I want to see what figures come with it, but I mean, I don't actually care what figures come with it. I'm getting it anyway. I'm a sucker for a nice ship like that.
I was saying the exact same to BFAB. I think that the part usage in this set is absolutely phenomenal, and I really like the fact that we're getting those big underneath clear domed pieces, like the 8x8 domed pieces, which I think really works in favor for this set. And obviously you can see the two figures on the inside here where it's like Star-Lord and Rocket, so we know that this set is the one that Rocket Raccoon comes in, the one that's leaked everywhere. So we know at least two of the figures already, and then there's rumors that the Mantis figure comes in this because she's nowhere to be seen in any of the wave, so it's safe to say that she comes in this set as well. So that's at least 3 minifigures that we know. So, you know, it's a great use of like orange pieces. I'm assuming there's a shitload more of new molded orange pieces in here as well, like pieces that didn't exist in orange before, not like new molds. But I can't wait to fill this one full of LEDs. Can't wait.
It doesn't look like they've used too many stickers either, which is a nice benefit. I can only see like 4 stickers and that's it. No. 1 sticker. I can only see 1 sticker doubled.
I can see 2.
The engine thing. Yeah, there's the one on each side, and then there's
this one here, which is the same. So that's 2, I guess. And then there's this one here. That's the only 3 stickers I see.
And maybe one in the center.
No, I don't. I think this is a printed piece.
No, go up a little bit further back towards the sort of back
this
section of the chip. That one, maybe. But obviously, it's such a low poly picture.
Yeah, I think it might actually be an ingot piece.
It could be anything looking at it from that angle.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just speculating. But it's nice. It's a really nice set.
ETL says the Benatar looks amazing. That's a nice collection of sets. Oh, August 1st.
That's not.
I can't wait till I get canceled when I make my actual thoughts video and say that it's not the best set ever.
Oh, well, BFAB, that's just lying. You love this set.
I honestly, out of all the sets, and I think it's because I own the previous one, I'm most disappointed about this set. When I say I'm most disappointed, it's just I feel like the other ones have set such a high bar. It's not a bad set. I think it actually looks good. It's just I feel like it's not that much of an improvement from the old one. Like, obviously, it's more tiled off and larger, but it's not like a massive step up. I know this is a controversial hot take. So,
what's the ship called?
So if you look at my screen now, I've got both of the sets up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better. BFAB, what are you on about?
I don't know.
Here's the new one, and there's the old one.
To be fair, it's all right to like the old one. The old one was pretty good, but this one just looks really good.
I do think, however, it's one of those cases where I'm buying this day one. 100%.
Yeah, but ask yourself this: if you tiled off the old one, I mean, they'd pretty much look very, very, very similar.
No.
But I feel like the newer one, the reason why it's so much better, is because it's being kind of tiled off, which you really don't see Lego have so many covered studs in general for the set. It's like they covered a lot of it. So.
I also think it's one of those cases where the underside of this model hasn't been seen yet, and I think that's going to change a lot of people's opinions because the underside of this model is crap.
Agreed, 100%. Yeah.
Whereas the underside of this model, I can already tell with these giant dome pieces that you can see here, is going to be way nicer, and it looks like a lot more effort has been put into this one than this one. And I cannot wait personally to put this one on a stand and put all of the LEDs that I want to put in this and like hide the pack in the ship and just have this come on at night with all of my other sets and put it on, like I say, put it on like a stand and make sure that it's like hovering. The one thing I do hope that it comes with is landing gear.
The last one
that would be amazing, but from the angle, obviously we can't see everything. It doesn't look like it comes with landing gear unless I'm missing something.
The landing gear comes out of like there's one in the front. I believe there's one in the front, 2 in the back. And they're all kept under flaps, so like hopefully it's a case of we get like an opening door and a foot can come out kind of thing, or
So
just
cool.
a foot that folds up into the underside or something along those lines, like old X-wings or
Basically
something
an
like that.
R2.
Or no, I was thinking more like old X-wings. You know how they have like those like really they're small feet, yeah, but they're at least feet that come down and can be positioned on the bottom.
Bearing in mind the last set came with another part that sort of clipped into the back of it, was that some sort of escape pod? Do we know if we're going to get one of the exact same?
That's a
for
good
this
point.
One?
Yeah,
I
because
hope they do. Because oh my god, that'd be amazing.
I'm just downloading that picture now. They had this set as well, which attached to the back of this ship, so you could use it as a escape pod. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because then that's what they took to go to the star to go and so hopefully we get both of these sets in one set.
Looking at it, I'm not entirely sure.
We don't think this set comes out. Yeah, this set comes out of the back, so we'd have to.
Yeah,
we'd have to
just
see
looking
the
at
pictures
how
of
it
the
looks.
back.
I'm not convinced. I think they're going to do another add-on, or it might just not have it at all.
Hey, if they do it as an add-on, I would be completely fine with that as well.
I'm still fine with that. That's not a criticism.
The pod was ugly as a standalone set. With the Benatar, it looks so much better.
I don't think many people bought the standalone set just on its own. I think they probably bought it as an addition.
Well, I don't know. They did include Rocket and Groot and Thor in this set, which at the time I think this was a new Thor.
Yeah, I can see that.
All we need is the Peter Dinkle character. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, he would be a big fig as well, right?
He'd have to be, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
A big fig with sort of short legs.
It would have to be a new mold, I think. I think that's probably the reason that they don't include him. Or he could be like one of those.
I was thinking more like your Ant-Man.
You know, like the Gwarp figure from the Harry Potter sets.
Yeah.
Something like that, but with short legs.
That would be really ugly.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the most attractive guy anyway, is he? Let's be honest, the character.
Will the new Benatar have a black 18 plus box art? Do we think?
I think that's a 14 plus set. I believe it's 14.
I could see it have it. I could imagine that this would be the box. It would have 18 plus written on it, and it would have the cool star, and it would have all the space lines. And it would just be in the basically exactly this picture, but just have 18 plus written on it, and have the cool black box art with the 18 plus written along the bottom and the studs, similar to how we see the Gauntlet, which I do have a picture of. Yeah, like this. So imagine that exact Benatar picture, but on a fitting size box. So I reckon, yes. I reckon it'll probably have the 18 plus art. As it's I think it's a way bigger ship than people are thinking from the picture. I think from that angle, it makes it look quite small.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just surprised I'm actually getting hyped for Marvel sets.
I know, right?
They
Me
must
too.
Be doing something right.
That is shocking, yeah, in general, because for years, Lego's given us kind of very crappy Marvel sets, like the bare minimum. But I love Marvel, so I'm biased.
Zero, you weren't here for for us talking about the Ironmonger set, were you?
I saw.
You were in the chat, weren't you?
Yeah. I agree with you. It is too big, but it's kind of just. It's just made to a price, and it's not made for the collector. It's a playable kids fig in it. Let's be honest.
I honestly reckon they could have done such a better job, though.
Yeah, I agree.
The problem I have with this is that I was perhaps maybe too overhyped for this set, and I will say that in my review of it because I do plan on buying it. But then I also will say that I do think that they could have had there's so many accessories, buildable accessories that I think that they could have done if they had made this one in the style of a £15 a £15 mech. If they did it in the same style of the £15 mech, made them slightly thicker at the waist because I know how thin they are, You could have included, because we get this pepper, you could have included the little like a little version of the arc reactor room and like the like a control panel kind of thing. So like building it to a price isn't the issue here. I don't think. I think it's probably
Yeah, sorry. Maybe it's not built to price, it's built to an audience, maybe.
maybe I see that being a more likely situation where it's built for people at 9+, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this set just I still think this piece is a glow in the dark piece, though. I think that is a printed glow in the dark piece.
You reckon? Because we haven't seen many glow in the dark pieces for a while, so I'm skeptical.
I understand why you would be, but at the same time, it's got the exact same effect used on it, where it's slightly hazy as the $200 Chamber of Secrets set on the oh, we lost BFAB. On the Nearly Headless Nick, that's the one I'm thinking of. It has the same effect. So, I mean, we see the we see the back of the box here, and it doesn't say anything about glow in the dark. But like, why would you have this picture? You know?
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think you could be right there.
So I do think that I do think that this is a glow in the dark piece. But let's just catch up with chat here. I'm sure BFAB has just messaged me to why he's
DC'd.
Yeah, that's fine, BFAB. Don't worry. We lost BFAB here. I'm sure you'll see him in the chat. Let's have a look here at the chat. When do you think the new Star Wars set pictures will be revealed? Honestly, I don't really know, but I also don't really care. Like, I think that Star Wars have a lot to fucking compete with this year, especially in the new way that especially in the way that some of these sets are going. Like, I'm hyped for Marvel, I'm hyped for Minecraft, I'm hyped for Harry Potter. Like, Star Wars have a fucking lot to go on this year. And considering that I only used to collect Star Wars, and now I collect all these different themes, such a cool so like and the Friends set, like the Friends set's just been revealed. That's cool nice as well. We're gonna be buying that day one. Are you going to mod the set to make a minifig scale version? Or or is Chubby Bots going to beat you? They probably will beat me because I know I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to call him Hack. I know Hack's he's part of LAN, I'm pretty sure. So he will probably get this. He's probably already got this set. So I reckon that Chubby Bots is probably a more likely person to modify the set to try and make it more minifig scale. Whereas I think Hack would probably just build a new one from scratch. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably use the Mark 1 helmet to make a smaller version of the mech. No, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. If you can make that look nice, by all means, send me a picture. I have not been able to see one so far that actually makes a nice version of the Ironmonger using that helmet. Obadiah almost looks the same, almost looks as tall as Iron Man. Obadiah Stane is almost as tall as the Ironmonger, lol. No, he comes up about halfway. The Ironmonger is 2 times the size of Iron Man, so if Iron Man is like 5 foot something, probably something like 10 foot something, you know?
It feels like, in terms of the Star Wars sets, that the whole design team has just ran off, and they ran off into the woods and they can't be found. Hopefully they send a search party out soon and bring them back, but I think
yeah,
they might be lost for a couple
maybe
more months yet.
Then maybe we'll get some Star Wars reveals.
They'll have to put out a rescue VTOLer for them, but unfortunately Lego cancelled it. Forever remains stuck.
The Friends set looks great. Haven't even watched the show. I think the Lego Friends set looks so good because it's massive, you know? Like 130 quid for basically 2 whole apartments. I think it's a really good deal. I'm very, very excited to see what the aftermarket does with that set. I reckon it's going to skyrocket as soon as it retires. Same with Central Perk as well. I think that's going to only increase the value of Central Perk because it comes with like normal versions of the minifigures, whereas the apartments come with almost like episode specific ones. Sad we don't have a monkey though. Would have been nice to get a monkey, considering we got the duck and the
chicken and the duck.
chicken. Yeah. I absolutely need to pick up Central Park before it retires.
I think you're safe at the moment because after seeing this new friend set come out, I think they're only going to wait longer to retire the Central Perk set.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably safe to say that it'll stick around for one more year before it retires.
It's a license to print money because if you didn't know that the Central Perk existed and now you've seen all the hype around the apartment set and you go, oh, friends don't just have one set, they have two, then you're going to buy both of them if you didn't already know about it. And the people who, I mean, my sister doesn't buy any Lego at all, but the only Lego set she's ever bought for herself was the friends set.
Yeah,
and I could well see her buying the other set for herself as well.
And not only that,
wait and see.
It's massive as well. Like, it's a big set. Like, the Central Perk one,
the part out value is phenomenal.
Well, I mean, think of it this way: the apartments is basically just two of the Central Perk sets with a hallway in the middle. Like, it's a massive, and I would argue that it looks way nicer.
And it looks so cool as well. I mean, the Big Bang set was not that great.
Oh, it was crap
in my idea.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
But this one, it's like I can't think of a way they could have done it better. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's perfect. You can't ask for anything else.
The problem with the Big Bang Theory set though is they made the apartment way too small, I think.
Yeah. I
think their apartment in the show is massive, and like because they made the apartment so small, it makes the set feel really cramped, and like it probably would have been a good set if they had made the room the same size as the friend set, but because they didn't. Isn't it? Yeah, they didn't, and it just made it feel really stupid. The Ironmonger by itself is really good, says Dog Jacob. Maybe it says like if you didn't have any of the minifigures, then it could be like a big version of the Ironmonger, and I could agree with you. But because it comes with the minifigures and it's designed to be like a play set where Iron Man is versing the Ironmonger, you kind of think to yourself immediately when you see the set, wow, that's big, you know? Also, don't like this red pin.
I don't like the use of the A-frame pieces.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've already said my bit on this.
I understand why they've done it. It's for stability, and that thing's not going to fall over. That thing's going to be solid as a rock, and I think that's why they've done it. It's all about having it so kids can actually like pick it up and articulate it and have it fight, Iron Man and stuff. And I fully get that it's built with playability in mind, not displayability. And I think in my eyes, I think it's a fair compromise. But I understand why you, as someone who wanted it as a display piece, would be disappointed with this.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that I wanted it as a full display piece. I fully expected it to look something like this, but I didn't expect it to be so big. That was the problem I have with it. I honestly thought it was going to be the size of a 15-pound mech with some sort of side build that when I heard it was about 30 quid, or the same size as something like the Hulkbuster. This is bigger than that, you know? It confuses me, and that's why I am not so happy with the set. Let's fucking I'm losing my space in the chat here. Let's see what's going on before we wrap this up, because we've been going for a while. The friend set looks kind of empty to me, just kind of plain. I think you should go and relook at the pictures on lego.com, my friend, as I just think that you're wrong. So many references on the friend set. I think this should be the last friend set that the show. I have a feeling he's just trying to say that this should be the last friend set, and I agree with you. The box of scraps comes in the Ironmonger set. You're saying that this is the box of scraps? That's our accessory. I already have Central Perk but I'm buying the second one just in case it goes up. I'm buying a second one just in case it goes up in value. I think that's a safe investment, to be honest. I think, like me and Zero say, I think you've got at least another year to do so, but...
Yeah, you and every other guy's probably done the exact same thing. But I mean, I think it's still going to be a good set to invest in, even if everyone else is going to have bought it.
A cave set with the Mark 1 would have been cool. Bit too dark for Lego, though. Agree, but I think they could... they do Stormtroopers versus fucking, Jedis all the time. Maybe it's not the same as, fantasy mechs versus terrorists, but I think they could try and probably wiggle something. But we'll see. I'm excited for the new Seinfeld Ideas set. I'm not.
Seinfeld's it's more popular in America than it is over here because the difference is Friends in the UK was shown almost 24/7 at some point in the sort of cycle of it. We had more, even when there wasn't really so much internet and it was cable TV and we had like maybe 100 channels, you would pretty much be confident that Friends will be on at least one time a day, if not for multiple hours of a day. So it's pretty ubiquitous in the UK.
Yeah, I completely agree. And this comment goes on to say, I would love an Office set, or Kings and Queens. I would love a Dunder Mifflin set if they're going to do that kind of thing.
That's never going to happen.
Like I say, it's never going to happen. Mega Bloks owns the rights. They're not going to get rid of that anytime soon.
I don't know why they went with them. I really, really don't.
I think it's Mega Bloks who owns the rights. I know another building block company owns the rights. It's the same with Futurama. I'd love to see a Lego Futurama set. Mega Bloks owns the rights, so we're not having it. And I'm sure it's the same.
That's just down to the people who own Futurama and the people who own, or sorry, should I say the people who own the rights to Futurama and the people who own the rights to The Office. In fact, may go out on a limb, it could well be the same people, because I know the people who own The Office are notoriously sleazy, and I definitely know the people who own the rights to Futurama are definitely sleazy, because they've had, I mean, that's the whole reason that Futurama got cancelled so early on, in many people's opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's one of those cases where, like, we need to see more of these abstract sets and more abstract sets from other random themes, and I think Ideas is probably the best place to do that. But obviously, we know that Futurama sets and Office sets have reached 10k multiple times, but we're just not going to get them. It's just unfortunate. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. You could have a whole theme really called sitcoms, and it would just be Lego sitcoms. It could just be Friends, Frasier, Parks and Rec, as someone said in the chat. I'd love to see a Parks and Rec one. That'd be cool.
Same. I'd love to see a Parks and Rec one. I think that would be really cool.
Seinfeld. There's loads of other little series.
Lego Customizer 4000 said Parks and Rec as well.
Mm-hmm. I'd be down for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to modify my Thor Stormbreaker hammer because I hate the design that they went with. I'd love to see what you're going to do. I don't mind the set. I don't mind the Stormbreaker. Personally, I think I probably will change it for a longer handle piece. But other than that, yeah, I would like to see that. But anyway, guys, I want to just quickly talk about. Well, I want to finish up, basically, just get your guys' overall opinions on the sets that we got coming out for 2021. Do you think LEGO are making the right decisions here? Because personally, I think that LEGO clearly have shifted their licensed theme market to more adults and teens, and then kept their own original lines like City and things like that down to like the moved from teens to kids, and I like the way that that's kind of happened. Like, it's like they're saving their money in City sets and really giving us decent licensed theme sets. And I know Topic Lego has released a video on City.
That's a brilliant video. You should actually go watch that.
It's a great video. It's on the Discord and self promo if anybody's interested.
It's a romp and a riot.
I'm still yet to watch his video, but I completely agree with the points that he was saying to me when he was making the video, that we do need more city sets that are like decent, and then that goes into one of the videos that I'm going to be making in the future here. But I do like that LEGO are producing more decent sets, especially for like Marvel and Friends and like these weird weird shows and licensed themes that, you know, a couple of 6 or 7 years ago wouldn't have seen the light of day, you know. I would love a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set. I don't think it'll happen, but yeah, I'd like to see that too. I hope we at least have Star Wars sets in the summer. If not, then there's really nothing I could get. We're going to get Star Wars sets, don't worry. I already know about like a couple of them that are like rumored to come out. But you know, we'll see what actually gets announced in the next couple of weeks. I'm sure we'll get something. Remember guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'm going to get through the rest of the chat here and then I'll probably finish up.
Join the Discord.
Yeah, 100%. If you guys go to the link in the description, Discord's there if you want to continue the conversation.
And we're giving away a Tommy C minifig to people when we finally hit our members goal, which I think is 500 members. Which 500 members. We are not far off, and if you join, could be one of you. We've got 2 minifigs to give away, so
yeah,
get on it.
Finally, for once, they are making good decisions with Marvel. Let's hope we get the same for DC. I don't think DC sets sell as well as people think they do. I really like. There's a reason that LEGO still go with Batman sets. You know, it's nice that we're getting the Tumbler again. That's going to be awesome, especially in the 18+ box art. I think that's going to be a really good.
Is it a UCS one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
It's rumored at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Same with the Back to the Future car. Back to the Future car is rumored to come alongside the Tumbler in September. So
I might have to sell my Bat Tumbler then.
I'm getting apartments opening to opening day, boys. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll give LEGO a 7 out of 10 for this wave of sets. I think that's a fair number.
That's pretty fair, actually. Yeah.
Like, I think there are some sets that definitely drag it down, but then the others that completely ramp it through the roof. Like, I understand the people's frustration with this set, the 76192 set, but the minifigures and the van, and then some of the things like the Benatar really step it up for me. I'll say I give a third wave a 9 out of 10. Please continue Infinity Saga line. Completely agree. LEGO have a massive crush on Batman. No, it's because Batman sets only sell. If they make Aquaman sets and Wonder Woman sets, you'll still see them on the shelf today.
LEGO follow the nose for money.
Harsh reality of DC, unfortunately. DC don't sell. And I'm sorry, because a lot of people want DC, but DC just they don't sell any of their sets. Apart from Batman. Batman is, you know, one of the most popular DC characters. They're only going to sell Batman because it's the only one that sells. Then again, I'd like to see more detailed Batman sets, like the Batcave that we had before. Like, that would be a nice re-release. But I like the 1969 Batmobile. I like the new classic Batmobile set coming out, and like I say, I'm excited for the Tumbler. So now I definitely need that DeLorean Back to the Future is my favorite movie. Completely agree. I am definitely in that boat as well. I cannot wait to see some form of leak of the of the Batmobile as well as the Back to the Future car. I'm pretty sure we know it's a DeLorean coming for September. We don't know yet if it's Back to the Future variant or just a standard DeLorean, but you know, if it's a standard DeLorean, people are going to be modding that shit. I'm only getting the 66 Batmobile. Yeah, I see. I agree. I think that's what most people are going to do. Most people are going to get that car. I'm going to get it as well because I like my movie cars.
If they did a DeLorean, it'd be nice to see them do one where it's a Back to the Future one, and then you can just have it as a plain old DeLorean if you wanted.
Yeah. The problem is though is if it is branded as a Back to the Future car,
Nice.
well, I mean, like I say, if it means they have the rights back, but right now Playmobil have the rights, so we'll see what happens. Hey Shy, how you doing, man? You always tend to join when we're wrapping up. Hi Ethan. Shy, we were just talking about the new Infinity Saga sets. Crazy theme, especially this Benatar. Very excited for it. The only sets I'll probably get is the Benatar. I hope we get more Back to the Future minifigures like Marty's father, Biff, and Jennifer. Completely agree. I want them. Me too, man. The new Marvel sets are through the roof. Cool, in my opinion. Cannot wait to get more of them. Lego Biff would be so cool. Yeah, I completely agree. I'd love to see like a 20 pound Back to the Future set where it's like Marty, Griff, and the hoverboards, like the different printed hoverboards. I think that'd be really cool. And you give him like a telescope piece, and a silver like headlight brick, not headlight brick, the silver like piece that you attach on the end of like Quidditch bats. Imagine that, but like in like pearl silver, as the baseball bat. I think that'd be really cool. Great way to get like 4 decent minifigures as well. And a Back to the Future 2 variant of Marty, which we haven't seen yet. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I've got a headache and I'm going to grab a drink before I nip off to bed because it's going to be crazy. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Zero, thank you for joining me. Thank BFAB for joining me. If you're still watching, Zero, do you want to say bye to all of them?
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for BFAB for joining before me.
And like I say, sorry to Shy. He always joins at the end, so sorry, Shy. We'll have to have you on sometime if you're around earlier. Thanks everybody for joining. We had a lot of people here today. If you've been watching since the beginning, I appreciate that. But I will speak to you guys in the next one. See you later.